Hey folks, let me know if you can hear me. 11 people in the chat, turned it to 11. It's just very impromptu thing. I just wanted to that's good, Joe Hervey. You'll have to you have to pay me a little extra for the tingle there. Hey Gary Holt, big mic you got there. Yeah. Thank you, Gary. Appreciate it, man. So how's everybody doing this evening? Just decided to come on here mainly because I want to see how the guitar is sounding out there, and also to test out the mic. Hey Showman, hey buddy, how are you? And to test out the mic on the amp and to hear if that's sounding okay out there, because when I do the Thursday night shows I kind of go on cold and I'm not really sure. So if you can hear my voice okay and you can hear the guitar okay, and if you let me know if they both sound all right, then I know I'm okay. So hey, there's DR Guitars. Well, let me say hello to some of the folks. Some of you popped in here, which is very nice of you. Hey Joe Hervey, buddy, how are you? Okay, there's Q. Quinn! How's it going, buddy? Half ace, shits and giggles. Hey, chicken guitarist. She wants a gun show. There you go. There's a gun show. Chuck Booth, welcome. Okay, Joe Hervey's a dick. Gary Holt, how are you, man? Gary Tholander, hello again. Nice to see you. Jimmy Biter. Todd Flowers, fastest live stream I joined because of the... Oh, I really appreciate that, Peter Brown. That's awesome of you, man. Thanks so much, Peter Brown. Okay, Sixth Street Brian is here. What the? Green-Eyed Monster, new sub. Welcome, Green-Eyed Monster. Thanks for joining the channel. So, folks, hey, Denny Allen, slowly but surely, folks. Thanks to your kindness and your spreading the word, I'm almost at 900 today. I think I'm at like 896, so I'm 4 away from 900. So that's absolutely fantastic. So I really appreciate that. Hey Robbie Johnson, how are you? So let me know, folks, if you can hear the guitar okay, because part of this was just kind of to test excuse me, to test the levels of the guitar and stuff, so that when I go live, I know what's going on here. And yes, I am playing clean. I actually enjoy playing clean a lot. So I practice my scales playing clean. So like I'll hit a chord and then I'll play all the notes around it. It's a one way that I used to practice. So like, so I hit a G minor, or I could put my dog live if you want. If your dog has an email address or a Google email, yeah, go for it, Thrash. So if I play, like, for example, I'll play like a G guitar. Sounds great, thank you so much. Okay, so that's how I practice my scales. I'll just hit a chord and then I'll hit all the notes around it. So if I'm playing G major, then you know. everything. So just a little exercise I do sometimes. Oops. Then I'll go minor. Screw around with stuff like that. Cool. Hey Oregon Steve, how are you? BV Ninja, welcome. Daniel Horsley, nice to see you. Oregon Steve, Butterfly and Ladybug Show, how's it going? Thank you all so much for popping in. Hey Music Gear Network, how are you, man? Hey David Ennis, welcome. Brad Miller, how are you? The other thing too, I really want to play the guitar. I got this one. I'm really checking out the new pickups on it, and I'm digging them. I'm doing a gig tomorrow in Burlington, so this guitar is gonna make the cut. Okay. Hey, Mike Rohde, how are you? Russ Markhart. So very next Thursday, Rudy Sarzo could only give me 8, and not Friday. Break on the. Oh, I wouldn't worry about it. That's fine, Music Gear Network. That's okay, Eric. No worries, man. Am I tripping or is that hack? It's the hack. All right, later, Peter Brown. Have a great weekend, man. Play some riffs. Okay, cool. more metal. It's getting stuff out of my pocket. Hey, Melissa B, welcome. No worries, Eric. There it is. There we go. Hope everybody's having a great evening. Hey Janice, how are you? Zeppelin? Let's see what I can do. Too much trouble there. Melissa B's not working, so it's a great evening. Awesome. There's Lawrence Petros. Hey man, Lawrence Petros, that's your Dutchman pedal, by the way. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit out. I'm a little bit out of tune. I didn't even tune up before I started. Let me have a quick boo here. These are new strings. Oh yeah, I'm out. Just tuning up. I'm tuning E flat, by the way, because I gig in E flat. Oh yeah, I was out. This probably didn't sound worse than it actually did. Actually, the G's the only one that's in. There we go. Love that tone, man. There's El Fermi, how are ya? Upside Down, nice to see ya. Rob F. You always play half step down too, Eric? Yeah, we play half step down just for vocals. Especially because I sing. And I do a couple of lead vocals, and if it was tuned or standard pitch, I'd be messed up, man. Totally messed up. Yeah, E flat. Not all the time, Soda. Oh, TNT. I can't think of TNT right now. What ACD? Well, the AC/DC song I always play is Highway to Hell. That's the only one I know off the top of my head. Still sounds I'm out of tune a little bit. Oi! Oh yeah, I got it. That's right. That's the Quentin challenge. Hang it. That's a riff, right? Oi! That's hard, man. That's hard. Yeah, it's the same riff as Don't You Feel Like Dancing. Same riff. Oi! Oi! Oh man, I can't do it. You're right, Quinn. It's impossible, man. Hey, Fruitcake Tony, how are you, man? I got one oi and then I'm done. I can't do it. It's too freaking hard. In my band, we tune the Kyle. So you tune the K, do you? Oops. Oops. Okay. Hey, 2 and 3 chord jams. Good try. I was just thinking of all the other songs that I do with the other band. See if you know this one. Know that riff? Still sounds out of tune? Yeah, it does a bit, doesn't it? Still a little bit out. See if you know this one. the solo. That sounds better. Yeah, they're new strings, Soda. They haven't been stretched out yet. Exactly, they're new strings. I'm trying to work them in a little bit for tomorrow. Yeah, they're new strings. That song, I'd be real surprised. Anytime, Gary Tholander, you want to hear Mustang Sally, you know where you gotta go. Here's one for Q. There you go, little midget cooter for you. Hungry like the wolf. Cool, cool. Yeah, you got mangy cooter. Yeah, I'll be doing that tomorrow night. She's on her way. Oh, that sounds really good, Hutch from BA. Have a great night with your wife, man. Hey, there's Lefty Mike. How's it going? Judas Priest there. Play Kiss for your... Oh, it's your birthday, Zach Thong. Happy birthday, man. Alright, a Kiss song. Oh, man. Hey, Will Dunham, how are you? Hey, Nick. You're watching Nick K. Jamin. Justin Cox in Utah, how are you? No worries, Soda. Kiss song. I know a lot of them, but I want to... If it's your birthday, I want to make sure I don't screw it up. So let me see which one I know all the parts to. Let's see. All right, let's try Parasite. There you go, some Parasite for you. Hey, Rod Limber, how are you? All you play these days is Bloomfield and improvise? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really familiar with a lot of Mike Bloomfield, to be honest with you, but I mean, I know he was a really good blues guy. Happy birthday, Ack. Let me think of well, that actually I was gonna say. Let me think of an Ace Frehley song. That was an Ace Frehley song. Would you change pickups for a few chords? Nah, not with three. I'd just change pickups for songs in their entirety. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. I'll switch pickups for like a rhythm part, and then I might change it for the lead. I might go to the neck for the lead. Play Crazy Crazy. I don't know Crazy Nights, actually. I know more of the old Kiss stuff, man. More of the Kiss stuff. Okay, Joe scaring people with the boy shorts. Clash, should I stay or should I go? I can do that. That's basically it. There you go. That's the whole song. Pretty much. That's my $40 K-Line pedal, by the way. Jesse's girl there. Ramones. Okay, hang on. Hey, ho, let's go. There you go, it's Ramones. See if you know this one. I'm out of tune still, man. Let's try that again. Everybody knows that one. The Romantics, yeah. What I Like About You. Any other requests? Is the guitar sounding alright? I mean, apart from my shitty playing. Is the guitar sounding okay out there? I'm having a lot of tuning problems here, man. It's out again. Hey Phil Mosley, how are you? Do you know Rock Myself to Sleep by April Wine? No. I don't know any April Wine riffs, actually. Don't know any April Wine. No. I want to see how you play I Want You to Want Me. Oh, okay. Well, the intro is... We'll do that again. Okay, I'm out again. This guitar is starting to piss me off. Let me switch guitars. Tried and true. Never fails. Okay. And I bet you it's in tune. There we go. Can you hear the difference immediately? Doesn't this thing sound way, way better than that one I just put down? Oh God, I just spent a ton of money on that too. I'm pissed. Show the neck if I can. Hang on. Let me tell you what. I'll turn the camera down a bit. Do you want, Gary? Do you want to know the lead parts or just the rhythm parts? Yep. Okay, so the first riff is up here. So you're basically on the 14th fret. So it's then you go to a G. Like that. I know it's hard to grasp all that, but there's a lot going on there. That one took me a little bit to get. Sounds good on the surround sound. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think the Blackie is still the best sounding guitar I have, man. Hey, Mike is himself. Gibson fan and Kiss fan here. Yeah, be wary. There's a lot of Gibson hate on the YouTubes. I keep getting hammered by Gibson hate. I play other guitars. I play guitars. I love guitars. I love Gibsons, but I love other brands. I don't know why I get so much Gibson hate. I don't know why I get so much Gibson hate sometimes. I don't work for Gibson. Okay, just going down here. Gear Network. Gary Thornley, I pretty much played the same way. Yeah, the trick with that song is you got to play the descending bass line, right? You got to keep that bass line going, and you got to really. So what I mean by the descending bass line is, and you got to keep hitting the high A. So when you're playing the A chord, you got to hit the 5th fret. And then you got to play the descending bass line at the same time. You know, just keep accentuating that Okay, cool. Hey, James Severn, how are you? Thanks for putting up the links, Butterfly and Ladybug Show. Thank you, Sandra, for doing that. That seems like an interesting topic. What do you want to know about? Okay, so I'm talking to the thing, and Google thinks I'm talking to Google. That's kind of funny. Hey, Hank Hill. Welcome to the channel, Hank. Thank you. Yeah, there was a little bit of Gibson hate on Zims earlier. Yeah, I just ignore it. You know, just ignore it. Mike Rohde, been playing Gibson since '65. Yeah, you know, it's no secret I love Gibsons, but I mean, I also have Fenders and I have an Ernie Ball, you know, like I play them all, man. It sounds good. Yeah, this guitar I think is my best sounding Les Paul with humbuckers, right? Because the other one has, I got a P90 one, and that you can't really compare. It's a whole different thing. Am I a fan of the Mirror Iceman that Paul Stanley used to play? Yeah, I think it looks great. But I've picked them up, Ulf Hermie, man, and they're really heavy. Like, you know, you're carrying a broken mirror on the guitar, right? You know, they look really cool and they're really heavy. They're not practical. I actually owned, a Washburn, like a Paul Stanley model Washburn, but not the mirrored one, the black one, and I got rid of it. It wasn't the top end one either. It was one of the lesser ones. It was an Indonesian made Paul Stanley model, so I sold it years ago. Guitar Hack, have you done hats yet? Haven't checked. I don't know what you mean by hats. Oh, you mean hats? Oh, sorry, like merch hats? Yeah, all my stuff's 10% off till Sunday at midnight. I haven't been able. I've been contacting a Teespring, and they're just giving me the runaround for the hats, because there was a request a while back to do hats, and I tried to get hats done, and I guess I just don't sell enough that they're not offering me their full width of products yet. So, but as soon as I get the green light to do the hats, I'll definitely do the hats, because I know a lot of people I want a hat, man. I think the hat with the logo would look really cool, man. It looks cool on everything, and I have to thank Chicken Guitars for the original logo. They're phenomenal. That was a phenomenal logo, and actually Sandra that's in here for the newer logos. They all look fantastic. They look great on everything. T-shirts, the mugs, they all look really cool. Okay, I'm just catching up here. Les Paul's kick ass. Yeah, I can't disagree with that. You're a hat guy, yeah. Oh, no worries, Chicken Guitars. You knocked it out of the park. Your design was so good that I was able to sell a whole whack of merch, and I gave a ton of money to cancer research, and it was all because your logo was fantastic, and people just loved the logo. So you're as equally. You deserve equal credit, or more so than I do, for that donation we made to the Canadian Cancer Society. So that's all you, sweetie. That's all you. I had a 1979 Iceman Paul Stanley model, and it felt like it was made of balsa wood. It wasn't the mirror. Yeah, no, they're really light, Gary Tholander, but the mirrored ones, that's what he was asking me about. Yeah, they freaking weigh a ton, man. Yeah, rock off cancer. I love that lick, man. The t-shirts and mugs are cool every day. Should have at least one of each. Well, it's the sale going on right now, 10% off. New designs are kind of cool too. Just saying. By the way, folks, anything that I like, that I collect money-wise from t-shirts and PayPal and all that stuff, I'm using that stuff for the channel. Like, there's, you know, I'm not going on trips to Barbados or anything. I'm using that to pay. I just bought a new computer, so I'm still trying to get that paid for, and you know, basically it's all just being reinvested in the channel, just trying to make better content for everybody. You know, that's really where the money goes. So yeah. So if you dig what you see and you want to support the hack, you know, that's a really good way of doing it. Fast Way, yeah, man. I love that song. The Fast Way riff is great. Yeah, Lawrence, it's an amazing riff. Actually, I got to thank Quentin James. He taught me that riff. He taught me how to do it. Trying to think of another tune I can play for y'all. That's not a Kiss tune, because I know not everybody here is a Kiss fan. Okay, let's see. Here's a little bit of Hot Blooded for you. Speaking of Kiss, I had a blast with you and Bruce Kulick. I've heard from him since, and he had... Oh, cool. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing the screen with me. Yeah, that was awesome of you, Eric. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. It was a really good time. Really good. Bruce is a good dude. He's a good dude. Okay, DR is gone. All right. Later, Dave. Have a great evening, man. All right, Lawrence, take care, man. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to getting your 74. I'm hoping to get that this week sometime. I will definitely do a demo of that, for sure. Do either of your bands do it? No, we don't do all right now. No. Oh shit, I used to know the riff. I think there's something else in there, but I don't know what it is. Hit me with... Okay, Lawrence, we'll do. We'll do. Thanks, man. You're a big fan of Bruce Kulick. Yeah, Bruce Kulick is a monster player. I mean, I spent some time with Bruce. I spent an afternoon with him, and you know, there's certain people when they have a guitar in their hands, it's just magic. And like all the stuff that I'm playing now, like it's, you know, whatever, right? But if Bruce played the exact same thing that I would play, like even just a straight bar chord, in Bruce's hands, it's magic. It's like it just playing a freaking chord. He makes it magical, you know, and you got to be in the same room to experience that. It's hard to explain, you know. So he's just one of these guys, man. He's got the magic in his hands, right? Hey, Jason, how are you? Appreciate you popping in. Can you feel someone watching you? If she's about a foot high and weighs about 10 pounds soaking wet, yeah. My dog is my biggest fan. Can you please play Fantasia Suite for 2 guitars? Yeah. I can't even spell Al Di Meola, buddy. Actually, you just reminded me, Fantasia, Fantasy, you reminded me of that song, that Aldo Nova song. Let's see. I used to remember that one. Let's see if I know that one. Oh. It's looking like December for Ace Frehley, but as you promised, you'll be. Oh my. Okay. So I should get. So for December, then Eric, I gotta buy some adult-sized Depends. Oh man, that would be awesome, buddy. I would be so appreciative of that. That would be so cool. I'm better than I think. No. I hear with my ears, buddy. I wish I was a good player. I'm not. I just love playing. I just, you know, and I'm just happy enough that I got guys dumb enough to actually have me be their lead player. That's all it is, but, you know, I'm very realistic about my abilities. That's why the channel is called Guitar Hack. Maybe for December you can come. Oh shit, it jumped on me. Wow, yeah, that might. It depends on when in December. Yeah, that's an idea. Yeah, it's definitely worth the drive, and you know, it'd be cool meeting you again, right? Yeah, that's an idea. Okay, Jason mentioned Metal Gods, so I got to do Metal Gods for Jason. So one thing too I notice is that, I mean, you know, when you're playing like that era of Judas Priest, there wasn't a hell of a lot of gain, right? So really, I mean, that song came out in the 70s, so there wasn't tons and tons of gain available. So I think the gain at level that I use for it is kind of appropriate for that song. Anyways, you let me know what you think. So that's one of my favorite riffs too, by the way. Let's do some Metal Gods. There we go. I love that riff. It's so easy to play and it's so freaking cool. Yeah, exactly, Eric. A lot of stuff back then was just insane loud, which seemed like high gain, but yeah, not tons and tons of gain. Six String Brian is going to Winter Nam. Woo! Well, shoot some videos, man. Take a lot of photos, shoot some videos, share with everybody. Yeah. That's cool, Brian. Congratulations, man. Yeah, I don't think I'll be going any more NAMs. At least not for the foreseeable future. Definitely not Winter NAM. That would really piss off a lot of students if I went. Sorry, guys, taking off. See you in a few days. I can't do that. And next year it's looking like it's probably going to be a Gear Fest for me instead of NAM, because I can't do both. So yeah, you'll see Eric down there. Yep, Eric is going. Eric Jr. The whole family's going. Sandra's going. Yeah, I wish I could go, but I just can't do it. That LP sounds amazing, doesn't it? Now you know why I love Blackie so much, man. Blackie is gold. And it's the cheapest LP I have. I bought it used. It's beat up. Right? I don't know if you can see this. But I got dings and dangs all over this thing. But I don't care, man. It sounds great. Am I playing the gig on Halloween? I got 2 gigs right now in October. I got one just like this week. I'm playing a 60th birthday party, and I'm playing on the 25th. So I think those are the only 2 I have in October right now. November is pretty much booked. So is December, and New Year's Eve. So yeah. So I don't think so. I've done Halloween gigs before. I dressed as Alice Cooper. I think the last one I did. Because Alice Cooper is easy. You just get a top hat and you put black around your eyes and you're Alice Cooper. And actually, when I did the Alice Cooper gig, it was perfect because I had hair down on my shoulders, so it was perfect. Now I cut it all off. So those are earned battle scars. Yeah, Jason. This thing was played, man. I guess that's why it feels so good. It's just so comfortable, right? Here's another pre-slick that I really, really like. That's all I know. Abby just looked at my screen and said, "Gas, mommy, that symbol is like your shirt." I'm wearing a Connect shirt on. I got a Connect shirt on today. All right, later, Rob F. Oh, later, Sandra. Okay, take care, Sandra. Thanks for pop. I don't even know how many people we got on here. I haven't even checked. This was just for shits and giggles, literally. That was called Green Manalishi or Elf Herbie. That was actually, from what I understand, that song was a Fleetwood Mac song that they took the riff from. I don't know. I've never heard the original. Yeah, Bobby, I started off this stream playing the upgraded 2016, and Blackie still crushes it. It's still the best guitar I got. I'm not happy about that either. I'm a little bit pissed off, actually. Especially since it won't stay in tune, so I may have to have more work done on that guitar, man. Or just have the patience to play around with it. And I'm not very patient when it comes to stuff like that. I just want my stuff to work. So I was going to gig with it tomorrow. I'm not going to gig with it because I know I'm just going to get really upset. Because when you're doing a gig and you got tuning problems, it just sours the whole night. You know, you can't enjoy yourself. And this guitar is bulletproof. Blackie is bulletproof. You know, and that one's got locking tuners and Grovers and all that shit. I got Clusons on this, and this still stays in tune better. Well, I haven't shaved either. Don't feel bad. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. You're gonna have the Derek Smalls look. That's cool. Have you ever? You know what? Alice Cooper is one of the there's a couple of bands that I never went to see for whatever reason, and Alice Cooper I've never seen, and I wish I had, and I don't think I'll ever see Alice Cooper. It's just one of those bands. Like Judas Priest, as much as I love Judas Priest, I've only seen them in the last 5 or 6 years. It's the intonation. Yeah. Yeah, Gary. And the intonation was adjusted when I was there, so. And it's out again, so I don't know. It could be because he put the same. I had relatively new strings and he just put them back on, the same strings. I don't know. I'm going to screw around with the intonation. I'll get the little screwdriver out and I'll play around with it. But if I can't get it, and then I was adjust. I don't know. I gotta screw around with it. I gotta have the time for it. Adjust it standing up. Oh yeah, that whole thing about the guitar lying down. Yeah. That's all I know. I don't know the harmonics. I need to lube the nut? Yeah, maybe. Junior did the demo on There's a Barracuda. Oh, cool. There's a... Yeah, I don't have any face for that either, so... Trying to think of... See how much better that sounds? See how much better that sounds? It sounded like gas when I was playing it before. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. No, we don't do any of that. No, she doesn't. She does some Journey songs though. We used to do that one separate ways. Remember just bits and pieces of that. That was a really hard song to play. Yeah. The other journey that we did was, and I did it a little bit earlier. Yeah, it was tough. And then I would fake the, I mean, his solos were insane, right? I'm not even cheating. I should put delay on. Yeah, now I'm cheating. I got delay. I don't know. I did some bullshit thing up there and it sounded good at the time. What am I getting all the tone from? Oh, it's the Lost Dutchman. This is the Lost Dutchman pedal. That's all you're hearing. Lost Dutchman, a touch of reverb. I got the EP booster at the end of the chain. And I just switched on my flashback delay. Delay is not cheating, it's icing. See, I play without all that stuff to see if I can do it clean. And then I put the icing afterwards. Trying to remember what other songs shit, man, that we did that y'all might know. Shit, I don't want to attempt that one. Can't remember. Firewoman. That's all I know, and I just thought of that just now. I've never played the song, but I was just hearing it in my head, so I'm sure there's a lot. Actually, you want to hear? Speaking of the cult, I got a cult one for you here. Something like that. I haven't played that in ages. There's a little bit of Wildflower for you. Oh shit, there's a little run there for the chorus, I can't remember. Okay, take care of 2 and 3 chord jams. Here's a song that I do that I know the whole thing. Yeah, that one I know. Well, Eric, I'm playing that tomorrow night, so I kind of have to know that one. Kind of have to know that one. Yeah. Yeah, that one I know. That takes a little bit of fumbling with the pedals to get that. Because I don't have a phaser, right? So I fake it. I fake the phaser with the chorus. I turn the depth way high, and I turn the speed low and the depth high, and that's my fake chorus. Here's another place where I'll use my fake chorus, and you might appreciate this, Eric. Not enough treble on that. Not enough treble on that. Hey, Guitar Rebab, how are you? Yeah, it's the only Van Halen I know. I gotta learn that one. I like that riff. Ain't talking about. Could you do a video someday showing your pedal board and how you actually use it on stage? I'm uneducated about playing with effects, but I definitely like to start using some. I've done videos on my pedal board, Elf Hermie. I did it in on live streams though, and you know what? Like, better yet, if you want me to kind of walk you through it, it'd be, and you know, you've got specific questions. Why don't you hit me up on my email, and we'll do like a hangout, and I'll kind of go through it with you and show you some of the stuff that, you know, that I do. I'll give, like, the thing is, I'll give you what I think. You know, everybody's got different opinions on pedals and which pedals are better and which pedals are worse, and you know, you gotta have this and you gotta have that, and there's all kinds of stuff out there. You know, order of pedals. You know, So I mean, I'm going to give you my 2 cents, but yeah, if you want, I can walk through my board with you if you'd like. Just hit me up on my email. My email should be below. It's here. I'll type it in case it's not, but it should be below. But I'll type it in. There you go. Yeah, just hit me up. I'll help you out. If I learned how to join the chat, always here, never figured it out, was only able to comment on Smoking with Hack. Yeah, I got a couple of messages today. Hey man, you haven't done the Smoking with Hack. So people look forward to me doing that. Yeah, if you're on my, and hey Mark Taylor, how are you, man? If you're on my Facebook page, and if you're not on my Facebook, you should check it out. Because I throw content up there all the time, and I've got a Guitar Hack group that's sold. I think I'm over 300 people now. It's really growing, and there's a lot of really cool content, that people are throwing up there, like clips of all these really obscure band, like stuff that we like, but stuff that you'd never seen. There's a gentleman named Jim Wright who's constantly throwing up some awesome content on there, right? Like I'll throw the odd thing in the group, but man, this guy's throwing shit up every day, and it's really really cool stuff. So yeah, check out the that, and for those that aren't on my Facebook page, and there's I know I got more YouTube sub. I got 800. I'm hoping I may hit 900 hopefully by the end of the week. Um, if you're not on, I got a lot of people that, in other words, are on the YouTube that aren't on the Facebook page. But if you check it out on that Facebook page, I do live streams on Facebook all the time, and it's literally called Smoking with Hack because I'm smoking, right? So, and I'm not smoking, the funny stuff. I'm a big cigar smoker, so I'll be smoking and I'll just be shooting the shit. And I've had as little as 2 people on. I've had as many as 10, 15 people on, and it's just a hangout, I'm sitting there in the sun, what little sun we have left here. It's going to be fall soon, and I'm enjoying a cigar outside, with a beverage, and I'm just shooting the shit with you guys, because who else, and like most of you, I don't have anybody to shoot the shit with regarding gear and stuff, and it's like, it's cool to just sit out there, and it's and spend some time. I mean, I'm having a cigar. Why not shoot the shit and talk some gear? So, yeah. So if you're not on my Facebook page, you should definitely check it out. No wacky Rob. I don't do that stuff. I can't. Hey, PJ and the Beard. Welcome. Yeah, folks. There's another great channel, PJ and the Beard. If you're not subbed to them, they do some live streams too, and they do a lot of gear demo stuff, and they're a couple of good dudes, so check them out. Hacking with smoke. Yeah, well, you know what? I don't vape. I smoke cigars, and I'm sure as shit not gonna cut one open. They cost too damn much money. And get a damn shirt. Upside Down says they're cheap. Yeah, they're 10% off on the Guitar Hack merch until Sunday at midnight. Yeah. I'm being cheeky. It's good you don't toke. It limits your playing. Yeah, I don't do it, Rob F, because it doesn't agree with me, right? And actually, everyone in my band is straight. We all drink, but nobody's a smoker. Question, did you say you don't use effects loop? I stopped using mine and ran everything in the front, and my delays sound like ass. I use it. Yeah, I don't use an effects loop, Gary Tholander. Everything goes through the front. And you said your delay and reverb sound like ass? I don't know. Here's what my delay and reverb sound like. Hey, sweetie. It's all in the front. I think it sounds good. I'm used to it anyway. I just find it's too overpowering if it's in the loop. That's why I like it in the front. I don't want to be buried in delay and reverb, and I find if it's in the front, it's there. But it's not overpowering. Are you using amp distortion or pedals? I use, all my effects are on the board. So all the distortions you've been hearing are pedals. Everything you've been hearing effects wise is pedals. I turn the reverb off on the amp. I'm just running the amp as just a platform, right? So I set the amp up on the verge of breakup, and then I just throw my pedals in front of it, and that's basically it, right? So that's my tone. You do very well with your effects up front. I can't, but you do really. Well, I appreciate that, Eric. Yeah, everything goes in the front. I don't know the rest of that song. Hey, Crowbar, how are you? If you use pedals in front of the amp in the dirty channel, there will be tons of noise and it will sound like crap. It should be fine in the clean channel. Yeah, I'm in the clean channel. Yeah, I only use my amp distortion. That's where the problem lies, I think. Yeah, probably, Gary. Yeah. Yeah, well, amp gain, I talked about this on the show last night, actually. Amp gain is great, like, well, depending on the amp, right? I mean, my Marshall DSL, the dirt on it is fantastic, but the problem is I got like 2 levels of dirt. I got dirt and more dirt, and I want a little more variety in terms of gain, so like I've got 3 different gain settings on my stomp boxes. I got like a little bit of crunch, like my rock tone, which is most of what you've been hearing. That's the Lost Dutchman. And then I got my really heavy gain. And to be able to turn them on and off at will and stuff, it's just easier if I have them on the pedals and I have that right at my feet, right? So that's why I do it this way. Al Fermi Guitar Hack, what band artist could you have seen but didn't that you regret? Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, there's tons of them. There's tons of them that I could have seen. Well, I mean, I was too young for Led Zeppelin. That's the first one that pops into mind. I was too young for Led Zeppelin, but the sort of they were touring and I was old enough to see and I haven't gone to see. Well, thanks to Eric, I was able to see The Who. That would have been one of them. Shit. I know I mentioned Alice Cooper earlier. I wish I'd seen Alice Cooper. But I wouldn't see if I saw Alice Cooper, I'd want to see him back in the day, like in the 70s Alice Cooper, not the current Alice Cooper. But you got to see it, you know. If I'm going to see Alice Cooper, it's the current Alice Cooper. Shit, I don't know. Yeah, I would have said Judas Priest, but I've seen them already a few times. So, Brad Miller, as much as I say use the loop, it was good enough for Eddie. Yeah. There'll be a lot of noise when your pedals are off the dirty channel. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, my dog wants my attention, so just bear with me here for a second, folks. I gotta get her. I gotta get the kids to take her out. I'll be right back. Just gonna hang this up. I'll be back. Here, you can watch this. adjust this a little bit up, a little bit higher. Okay. Yeah, the Who Show was amazing, Eric. It was really, really good. Seems to me Marshall and other brands need to make more one-channel clean amps with minimal gain, like a twin reverb. So Crowbar, I have the Marshall Origin, and that's basically why I bought it. The Marshall Origin is a single-channel amp, and it was kind of modeled after the old Plexi. There is a gain on it that you can turn up, but the most gain you'll get out of that is at best like, very light overdrive, like a AC/DC type gain. You won't get anything more than that out of it. So that's why I bought it, and I've gigged with it the last 2 shows, and it sounds fantastic. I cross sourced with the mic, and who won? Okay. You're not sure if you're gonna go see Dweezil? Why wouldn't you go see Dweezil? Dweezil's awesome, man. He's a monster player. Okay, it's going down here. I had the 50-watt Origin for a bit. Nice amp. Yeah, that's the one I've got. PJ and the Beard. I got the 50-watt. I like it. It's definitely overkill for what I do. It's like it's 50 watts. You could play a stadium with 50 watts, but I'm kidding, but you get what I mean. And I'm playing bars and that, so, but I just love the sound of it. I love the tone of it. I never get it past about 3 volume wise though. You should go see him. He's gonna be playing a bunch of Zappa stuff, right? I was never big into Zappa. That stuff's way over my head, but I know a lot of people dig Zappa. Crowbar, I guess my point was companies need to make more amps concentrating on being friendly. Yeah. Well, you know what, Crowbar, everyone keeps saying that the Hot Rod Deluxe is the best pedal platform, the Fender Hot Rod Deluxe. I had one, I got rid of it. The Marshall DSL blows it away in terms of pedal platform. I think, if you're looking for an all-around good amp, and again, I don't work for Marshall, but if you want an all-around good amp, combo amp, the DSLs are fantastic. The DSL 40CR, which is the current model, I get, like, if this one ever died on me, I'd go and buy one of those. I just buy the same amp over again because it sounds great, and like if I'm too lazy to grab my pedals, I'll just go straight into the amp, and there's enough tone there that I don't need pedals in front of it. I generally throw my pedal board in front of it, and part of the reason is when I'm practicing for a gig, I'm practicing, switching between my tones. So it's like it's a double rehearsal, right? I'm making sure I can dial up the tones real quick and go from. So it's part of the regimen, so to speak. But you don't need pedals on that amp. That amp is fantastic, and when you throw pedals in front of it, it sounds fun. It sounds great. It's really good. Original Paramutant, welcome. I saw Iron Maiden for the first time. Oh, thank you. You just remind me. Iron Maiden is a band I've never seen that I would have liked to seen. Oh, and shit. Oh, how could I forget Van Halen? I've never seen Van Halen. There's another one. Truly an experience. Yeah, I've been hearing really good things about that show. Original Paramutant. Yeah. Hey, BC Rich 581, how's it going? PJ and the Bear, I'm a fan of the Hot Rod Deluxe. I can always get what I need from them. Traded the Origin for a PV Classic 30. The Classic, I had a PV Classic also, PJ and the Beard. I had the Classic 50. This is an older amp. This is when they first came out with the Classic series. This thing was a monster though. It was a combo. It had 4 10-inch speakers. The thing weighed like 70 pounds. But I still like the sound of the Marshall better. But they're good amps, and they're good pedal platform. Yeah. Are the only always-on pedals? The always-on pedals for me. My EP booster at the end of the chain is always on, and the reverb pretty much is always on. Everything else is on and off. I turn delays on and off. Yeah. Okay, you guys are talking. I guess you're stuck with the 2 extra full-length cables. Okay. Are you still talking about effects loops. I have a single 15-inch PV Delta Blues from night. It really has a great sound. Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about those. There's an EP booster in the Helix. There you go. You're a Fender guy? Yeah. Yeah, I'm I don't know. I guess just over time I became a Marshall guy. I was a PV guy for amps. I was a PV guy for the longest time. And then I went to Fender, and then I went to Marshall. So, right now I'm a Marshall guy, I guess. But the EP booster that I use at the end of the chain, it's got a gain knob on it. The gain is at 0. So I'm not even using it for gain. It just, there's some mojo in that pedal that it just wakes everything up. Like when you're playing, that pedal just kind of, everything just comes to life when you hit that pedal. Like you don't realize it until you know, I can demo it for you real quick. This, if you, it should come out. You should be able to hear the difference. Okay, I'll hit a chord with the booster, EP booster in, and with it out. And tell me if you hear a difference. Okay, the booster's on right now. Now it's off. Now it's on again. Do you hear that? Let me know if you hear the difference between the booster on and off. Guitar hack, ever break a string during a song at a gig? If so, how'd that go? Oh yeah, I've done that. That's when you gotta have a backup guitar. Or what happened to me is it happened like, you know, when we had 2 or 3 songs left and I didn't have a backup guitar and it was a high E string. So you want to really challenge yourself. Try to play a solo and not use the high E string. Right? And that's what I had to do. It was horrible. And then you know, once we had the break, I always carry a pack of strings in case I break one. So I was, you know, everybody was, you know, relaxing and having a beer, and I'm, you know, feverishly trying to put this this string on and pull the shit out of it so it wouldn't go out on me when I was playing. So, yeah. Oh, you got a review? I have a review. Yeah, Music Gear Network. Music Gear Network, yeah, if you're not sub to Music Gear Network, you should. He's got some awesome content. I have a demo of the EP Booster on my channel as well. Any gear that I have, if anyone's curious, I pretty much have a review, a demo / review of any you know, any gear that I have. And, you know, most of it, 99% of it I own. Some of it I don't because I've sold it since, but it's stuff that I had in my possession. Actually, funny enough, I got an email today from a Chinese company that wants me to review another one of their microphones. I don't think I'm going to bother. I did one, that's enough. I own a DSL 40C and only use the green channel, but I push it with the OCD. Yeah, okay, original Paramutant. I do exactly the same thing. I'm only using the clean channel. That's the green channel. That's all I use, man. I don't use anything other than that. I can't really get the hang of Marshalls. Maybe I'm not a good enough player to really make it so. It's got nothing to do with how good you play BC Rich. It's just not your it's not your bag, you know. It's whatever, you know, whatever you're comfortable with, right? Yeah, it might have, El Fermi, may have. Yeah, oh, huge difference, eh? Yeah. EP booster with bite, tattooed lady. Yeah, I remember you getting that pedal. Chicken Guitars. I just want a volume knob, yeah. The EP booster in the loop, I've never tried that. That's something to try. I use a flat EQ and crank the level for a lead boost. Yeah, my lead boosts. So that's my rhythm tone. And then if I want a solo, hey, that was a tube screamer. Basically, that's it. So, the tube screamer, you know, you can hear that everything got a little bit higher pitched. Now, it probably hit that tube screamer, that higher pitch, that's what cuts through, and I'm able to hear the solo. So, that's what I like about it, is it takes me into an area, a frequency that I'm heard, right? Because at home I wouldn't, you know, just playing at home, it's a little bit piercing, but on stage, you know, if I want my leads to sail over the bass and the other guitar, that works great. I use a flat EQ and crank. Okay, you mentioned that. You review microphone now. No, I'm done with these Chinese companies, man. Not gonna happen. A little bit of Kiss there. Hey, Brick Breaker. Welcome. Am I using the Harley Benton for last 2 gigs, getting compliments? No, I didn't gig with that guitar at all. That guitar, some people thought I bought that Harley Benton. I didn't buy it. I borrowed that guitar to demo it. And no, I didn't gig with it. No, what you saw in the videos, if you're talking about the last 2 shows, it's back there in the case. I was playing my Les Paul with the snot inlays in it, so I'll call it snot. So everybody seems to refer to it as a snot guitar. So I was playing that one. I didn't gig with it. Now, that being said, I think that's a giggable guitar. You know, at the very least, it's a backup. You know, I was very surprised at that guitar. If you watch the video that I A-beat it with, actually I A-beat it with Blackie. Now, Blackie sounded, to my ears, it sounded better, but not like leaps and bounds better. It was better. But if you compare like dollar values, you know, like you're looking at a guitar that's in Canada was roughly like in a $300 price range. And if you buy a new Les Paul, you're like in a $3,000 price range. I don't know if it's like that much better that would warrant the price. You know, you want a decent guitar for cheap. Like if you're a beginner, I think it's a no-brainer. Now the only issue with the Harley Bentons is that one that I got, that I borrowed, it came in one piece and there was no flaws to it. So he got lucky. My buddy, he got lucky. The only question I have with the Harley Benton and ordering, and the only thing I'd be hesitant about, is their quality control. Because if you get a shit one, it's shit. You know what I mean? You don't know if you I don't know if it's worth sinking money into to make it into a good one, right? That's the issue. But as far as if you get a good one or if you find a good one, they're pretty decent guitars. The fretboard material, though, I will say, is kind of funky. It's like it doesn't even really feel like I don't know. It's some kind of mystery wood, but it doesn't even feel like wood. It feels like almost like you got some really shiny, thick gloss paper on the neck on the fretboard. That's what it felt like. But you get over that playing it for a while. I was actually really surprised at how good it was, to be honest with you. But no, long-winded answer, but no, I did not gig with that guitar. Lick lighter amplification on YouTube. I heavily modded that he did. It's a friggin' monster. Mike's a good friend. He also builds. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Gary. Yeah, I don't know any amp guys. Hack, you know LA Woman? No, I don't know any cars or cars. I know, actually, I know the Cars. I should do a Cars tune. I don't know any, what are they called? Jesus, the Doors. You know, except for Roadhouse Blues, and I don't want to play that. Got great reviews on the humbuckers. Yeah, the pickups on it do not sound too bad, Brick Breaker. They don't sound too bad at all. I didn't miss much, Showman. No worries, buddy. GHS Boomers. I've never played GHS Boomers. I was an Ernie Ball guy. Now, last 2 years or more, I'm all to Dario now. Oh, you've gigged are you talking about yourself? Oh, I'm sorry, Breaker. I misunderstood. You've gigged it yourself twice, and you've enjoyed it. That's good, man. There's nothing wrong with the guitar. Obviously, you got a good one. It's all about whether you get a good one or not. So, is my original statement. Oh, I apologize, man. Sometimes I read too quickly. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. You had a good experience. We're actually going to be doing a Cars song in memory of Rickle Kasich. I'm a big Cars fan. What's your favorite song to play live? Can I hear it, please? Well, I'm going to attempt to play one right now. Oops. Wait a minute, am I in the wrong key? Oh shit, don't tell me I forget the key it's in. No, that's right. Yeah, it's a great song. And that solo is a mother, man. Let's see if I can do it now. I'll probably goof it up. That's a really hard solo to play. Yeah, I love the Cars. I was very sad to see Rick Ocasek go. Benjamin Ware was the singer on. Yeah, he sang most of the songs. People think it was Rick Ocasek, but Rick Ocasek sang a lot of the hits too. Okay, I'll check that out, Erica. I'll check that out. You want to leave your Les Paul home where it's safe? Yeah, that makes sense. Brick Breaker. Spencer Cron, how's it going, man? Kubrick lover, how are you? I kind of lose my mind. Yeah, obviously I don't sing it. Oh yeah, yeah. Let the good times roll was Rick Ocasek. Elliot Easton. Elliot Easton is an absolutely monster guitar player. Like that solo's got so many different things going on. Like he does rock and then he does some country. He does this lick at the end. Like that's a country lick. That's freaking hard to do. To throw it in at the end and all the weird bends he does. Slowly, no problem. But trying to do that at speed, that's hard, man. 33 people for an unannounced show. Cool. Elliot wrote 2 new presets in the Line 6 Spider amp guitar. One is called Good Time or something like that. Good Times Roll, probably. It's probably that tone. Yeah, I'm Elliot Easton. That guy he's a phenomenal guitar player. If you listen to any Cars song, his lead breaks are better than the songs they're in. Like just incredible guitar player. What's my go-to guitar? Brick Breaker. My go-to guitars, typically I bring Les Pauls out. If I've got a big enough stage in the bar, I'll take, you can't see it, it's kind of over there, but I got a Firebird over there. I'll bring the Firebird. Yeah, basically, it'll be a Les Paul or a Firebird or an SG. But mainly, I guess, really this year, if I look at this year as a whole, I'd say about 90% of the shows I did this year have been with the Les Paul. Yeah, Cars. Yeah, the Cars are a big band from Boston. Yeah. Yeah, they're not. They're not from Boston originally. That's true. Yeah. Well, neither is Aerosmith, right? Aerosmith became the Boston band, but they're not originally from Boston. Am I a Flying V fan, Jason? I've never. I've played Flying V's, but for me, it's just not a practical guitar. And they look really cool. I mean, if I was 6 foot tall and had hair down on my ass, I'd probably be playing one. But, but yeah, no, it's I don't know. I want to be able to just pick up a guitar and play sitting down. And even the Firebird is a bitch to play sitting down, so it's not like ergonomic enough for me, I don't think. Although they do sound really cool. I saw Joe Bonamassa playing that Flying V. Oh, what the hell's it called? You know that Flying V did a whole thing about it. He found it. It's got a name, and I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, it's an original Flying V, Korean Flying V, and that was one of the best sounding guitars he played that night. Man, it was phenomenal. Yeah, I figured that. Yeah, I figured that, Eric. I noticed all the presets when I was at Brian's. They were all like variations of the name. They couldn't call the amp by the name. They had like a pseudo name that's kind of similar. Yeah. Greg Hawkes plays locally sometimes. Yeah, Greg Hawkes, like, he's another one. I mean, those guys are just phenomenal musicians. They really, I mean, you don't even want to call that music pop. It's so sophisticated. You know, it's pop like at its highest level. You know, great. Those. I mean, the first record, every song on that is awesome. And Candio, a lot of people don't like Candio. I like Candio a lot. I thought that was a good record too. Talking Heads. I wasn't so much into Talking Heads. I really only know their hits, so they were the push from new wave into pop. Yeah. Is it Albert King's? No, Krellbar, it's not. Shit. I can't think of the name of it. Oh, that's going to bug me now. Amos, thank you. Amos. Brad Miller's got it. PJ and the Beard got it. Yeah. That, of all the guitars he played at that show, and he played Les Paul 59, and he played 59. See, I got photos of every guitar he played. He had a Telly at one point. He had a Strat, I believe, at one point. But that Flying V, I thought that thing was just insanely good tone. Oh, you're gonna go see Bonamassa? Yeah, if you get an opportunity to see Joe Bonamassa. I don't know again why there's so much Joe Bonamassa hate. I mean, the guy's a phenomenal guitar player. You know, try playing like Joe Bonamassa, and then I mean, come on, that guy's unbelievable. Can you sound somewhat good if you set the amp to settings like delay or wow? That might make you look, even if you're not agreeing. Well, we were talking about that earlier. Kubrick Lover 1972. You know, delay and all that stuff. That's like the icing on the cake. You know, you still need the cake, right? You know what I mean? There has to be substance below it. It'll maybe hide a little bit, but it's not. You can't. I mean, you still got to be able to hit the notes and have a decent tone underneath it. So it's only as good as the player, I think. BC Rich, yeah, I think the Cars were underrated because they were a pop band, but they could play circles. I would think probably around most bands. Definitely a lot of the rock bands at the time. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, they play really, really simple stuff. And really, really simple songs and very simple riffs and even the solos sometimes. But sometimes it's harder to play simple than it is to play hard, That guitar sounds like ass. Which guitar are we referring to, Crowbar? March 9th, Bonamassa for you? Cool, man. Bonamassa is a marketing genius. Yeah, he definitely knows how to... Yeah, I mean, he's got the cruise thing that he does, the blues cruise. I own Bonamassa Blu-ray. I don't own them all. I just got the one at Albert Hall, because I think that's amazing. That is sick. Great show. It's a lot of after he ditched the long hair and went to suit. I don't get it though. The same guy. Yeah, I don't know. That his guitar was called Anus. It sounded like yes. Okay, I got you, Crowbar. All right, take it easy, Eric. Have a great weekend, man. See, if you want to play fast, you should start working at doing it slow. That's what I heard on. Oh, that's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. And I just demonstrated that. With the Elliot Easton solo, I can play it slow, right? So like you play, and that's a complicated thing to play for me anyway, right? But you play it slow, you get it down, and then you kind of build up your speed, right? Because if you can't play it, fast, then slow it down and then build up to that speed. So that makes a lot of sense. Oh, I didn't know that Elliot Easton played with Creedence Clearwater? Really? I had no idea. Spencer. That's interesting. Hey, the dog paw. How are you, man? I have no idea how many folks are on here right now. This was just impromptu, just for the hell of it thing. Sorry, folks. I'm just... Holy shit. Somebody was just extremely way too generous. But I thank you very much I don't see your name on the screen, so you're using an alias. But thank you very much for that donation. That's. I wish I knew your real name so I could thank you. I'll thank you on the email, but holy shit, much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. Okay, let me just see here. Holy shit, 30 people here. This is awesome. You're hanging in there, Doc Buck? Cool, man. Yeah, I just felt like coming on and just, it was more really just a test. I started off, it's like, you know, when I do my Thursday shows, I'm always sort of in a big panic to get the show going and this and that. And I'm not sure if the amp is sounding good and this, so I figured let me do like a quick shits and giggles video and play a little bit and talk a little bit and make sure that everybody can hear, you know, hear the me talking and the playing and all that, so that when I do go live on Thursday, you know, that I know everything is working. And speaking of which, yeah, I'm still going 2 and 3 chord jams. I'm having fun, man. I hope everybody's having fun. We're just shooting this shit on a Friday night. I got no agenda here whatsoever. Speaking of this Thursday, or this week, I may be having a guest on, somebody that I had on. I'm gonna leave you in suspense. Somebody that I had on, he was one of the bigger channels that was kind enough to come on, and I haven't talked to him in a long time, and we have a lot in common. So, and he might be coming on. He's just trying to figure out his schedule, but if you know, if he can swing it, he's gonna come on. He's gonna come on this week, but it might be a Wednesday show because of his schedule, but I'll let you know. It's not Joe Bonamassa, BC Rich 581. I wish it was. But yeah, he might be coming on, and it looks like I'm going to be on Johnny Bean's show on Sunday if anyone wants. Actually, Johnny Bean's on right now. I'm kind of taking away 30 of his viewers, so maybe I should shut down. But I'm going to be on Johnny Bean's show on Sunday. I just got to respond to him. So yeah. So I'll be on doing an after gig jam Sunday afternoon, and I guess I'll be on Johnny Bean's show later in the day. I'm not sure what time Johnny goes on Sunday. I don't even know. I know he goes, I think it's 8 o'clock or something. BC Rich, I tried to get a hold of Pete Thorne. I tried to get Pete Thorne on, and I gave up. There's a lot of people that I've tried and I've given up on. You know, because it's just, you know what, I mean, I'll ask them and whatever. You know, I don't want to name any names. I'm not saying this as I'm upset at Pete Thorne or whatever. I mean, he's got a lot going on, man. He's got a lot on his plate. You know, what the hell does he want to waste his time on a small channel like mine? I get it, right? You know, but I can't say that I didn't try. You know, at least I can say, honestly, I tried to get Pete Thorne on. But that's never going to happen. Pete Thorne, Phil McKnight, all these guys, they got way too much going on. I mean, I met Phil McKnight for like 30 seconds at NAMM, right? So, yeah. Chris from Guitar Pit. Chris is a buddy. No, it isn't Chris. But Chris would come on in a heartbeat. He's just a regular dude, man. He's just a good guy. Pretty much everybody in this community is good. That's why, you know, I love doing it, because I like hanging out with you guys and, you know, meeting you guys in person. And hopefully I might have somebody coming out to the gig tomorrow that's local. So hopefully he'll be there and I'll meet somebody else in person tomorrow. So try getting Glenn Fricker. I can honestly say I haven't tried to get Glenn Fricker. If you get Glenn Fricker, you need one of those swearing delays. Yeah. Mike Bradley. Yeah, I've had Mike Bradley on. Mike Bradley is a super dude. I could probably have Mike on again, but it's not Mike Bradley. But he's a good dude. But Mike Bradley, any of these guys from overseas, like in England, you know, it's always a real challenge. Like China Mike would probably come on again. But it's just these guys, it's always an issue because of the, you know, the time zones, right? You know, but you'll see. I'll leave it as a surprise. Hey, Ron Gillespie, how are you? It's actually nice today, Ron. I mean, I'm indoors now. Now it's probably cool out there, but it was really nice this afternoon. I was able to have have my smoke out there. And actually, I was out there watching. Everybody went live this afternoon. I watched Aaron Songs. Guys, if you're not subbed to Aaron Songs, man, that guy's a monster guitar player. He's in my chat sometimes. You should check him out. And then Dane, and I think Dane was on here earlier. Zim's Guitars. I've been on his show. He's a nice guy. He's out in Arizona. He's got a guitar shop. Yeah, Kalen. Yeah. Kalen is awesome. I've had Kalen on. I've had Rick Romanelli on. Yeah. So, I don't... I know you guys are still guessing. I haven't had Phil Mosley on yet. Yeah. Well, guys, is there anything you want me to play? I'm going to be shutting this down. I don't want to take up any more. I want you guys to go watch. Here's Phil. I want you guys to go support Johnny Bean. So I'll take one last request here. Dave Nesdall. I've had Dave Nesdall on. How do you spell Aaron Songs? Yeah, that's how you spell it, Kubrick Lover. Yeah, that's how you spell it. Exactly. Hack, what about the talk last week about Epiphone changing the heads? Yeah, that's really cool, eh? Spencer Cron? That's really cool. I think that's really going to help them out a lot because there was a lot of, there is. I mean, there's a lot of people, and I hate to say it, but I'm in that camp, that I can't get past the Epiphone headstock on the Les Pauls. You know, I mean, on their Explorers, you know, they got the same shape and all that, but, you know, it's that iconic thing, right? You know, Les Paul has to have that, you know, people call it an open book, whatever that design is at the top. And you know, if they came up with a design that was cool, that'd be fine, but I don't like the look of it, you know. Not even if it didn't look like a Gibson headstock, at least something like nicer looking than that. It's just you know, it's like a really bad version of a Gibson headstock. So I think that's a really smart move, them doing that, and I'm sure they'll be selling a lot more Epiphones. And guys like me, you know, that'll walk in there and, you know, like, I got no problem playing a freaking Epiphone. You know, none whatsoever. I mean, you know, it's just, but whatever I buy, it's got to look good, man. And that headstock is butt ugly. And I'm just not going to pay, you know, Canadian. What's an Epiphone now? Probably about $700-800, maybe even $1,000 for like the top of the line. I don't even know really, but you know, I wouldn't pay that kind of money for an ugly guitar. I'm just not going to do it. So, you know, yeah, I'm a headstock snob. I guess I am, you know. But like I said, I got no problem with Epiphone if it's still an Epiphone. But if it doesn't look ugly, I'll buy it, you know. Like, I'd be more likely to buy a different model than the Les Paul Epiphone just because they didn't goof up on the headstock. Again, that's just me. That's just my 2 cents. But they're going to charge $200 more for it. Yeah, they might, Krellbar. You know, they know that there's people that have been chomping on the bit that, you know, they want, you know, they want a Les Paul or they want an Epiphone, but they can't get past the headstock, and they're going to jump all over that, you know. Epi 335. Yeah, the Epiphone, you know, like, there's certain guitars that they nailed, and all of their semi-hollow stuff is really good. Like the Epiphone Casino, man, like I'd be all over that, you know, or a 335, like any of their semi-acoustic or semi-acoustic, semi-hollow body, sorry, are great guitars. They're all great. Headless Les Paul, so they're gonna sell even fewer of those. Yeah, why not make it a broomstick? You know? Yeah, no. Yeah, it does make it. If you can afford the Gibson, get the Gibson, right? If you can't, buy the Epiphone. If you don't like the pickups, just buy Gibson pickups and stick them in the Epiphone, you know, and that's it. And now that the headstocks match, hey man, if you're up on stage, you think the guy in the bar can tell that you're not playing a Les Paul, that it's an Epiphone? If I went on stage with that Harley Benton that I had, everybody would be thinking I'd be playing a Les Paul anyway, so who cares? I have a Sheridan that rocks. I don't know Sheridan. Never heard of a Sheridan. You never considered a headstock a deal breaker? Well, it's like, for me, an ugly headstock is like a body, you know, it's no different than the body shape, right? That I don't like. Like, you know, it's the same thing. It's like, it's the look of the guitar. I'm not, you know, the headstock is just part of the general look of the guitar. So I could have a headstock that I like, but if it's a body shape that I don't like, just equally don't like the guitar. It just has to have the whole package. I don't know Shake It Up, if that's what you guys are asking me to play. Should bring back Orville. Sure. And Sheridan is like a 335. Okay, 335s are awesome guitars, man. They're awesome guitars. I have the baby version. I have the 339, which is the same guitar, shrunken down to the size of, roughly the size of a Les Paul, maybe a touch bigger. You will learn to like lower guitars. I hope you're... Well, Rick Hefner, all of the guitars that you see here were all bought after I was over 40. Actually, over 45. And they were guitars that I sold to buy. Right? I was like trading in. So I started off with like, you know, I had a Les Paul, a used beat up. I'll give you one example. I had a Les Paul, a used beat up deluxe that I bought in the early 90s. And I paid like $900 for it. And then that guitar went up so much in value that I was able to trade it in for that 339. There's no way in hell I could have afforded a 339 if I didn't make money on that guitar. You know what I mean? Like I still have to put a little bit of money on it, but if I was to buy 339 outright, there's no way in hell I could have done it. This guitar here, this guitar is used. This guitar is I bought this used for about the price of a top of the line Epiphone. The snot guitar that I play, that was a used guitar. That cost less than this one. You know, so it's just that's how I've been doing it. Like buying stuff used, just looking for deals and stuff. The only guitar that I bought new outright, Les Paul, was my standard. The Lightburst one that I was playing at the beginning. That's the only one I bought, and that was my 50th birthday, and that's the first Les Paul standard I ever owned, because I got this one after that. And before that, all I was getting was classics. So, you know, you just got to look for deals and be willing to give up some stuff. Like, I've traded in guitars. I had a Signature T, if you remember that model. I traded that model in for a classic. Like, you know, it's just trading, buying, trading, buying, trading. Right now, I'm trading pedals. You know, like, you know, when there's a will, there's a way, you know. And I don't have an issue with used stuff, man. I really don't. I don't care if my guitar, if it's got a ding in it, you know, it's not like, I'm going to play the thing. I'm going to put more dings in it. So that's never been a concern. So, you know, yeah. People that don't play guitar don't usually know what the guitar of the band is playing. Just wanted some music. Yeah, that's all. And the thing is too, like, what we gotta remember, I mean, if you're in a, yeah, it is a bummer. I'm a little bit pissed, 2 and 3 chord jams. The thing is, you know, we worry way too much about guitars, you know, tones, pedals, all that shit. The audience that's out there, man, they don't give a rat's ass that I use 3 dirt pedals. They don't care. They don't care that I've got an EP booster on the end of my chain. They don't care what my pedal order is. You know, if there's a beat and they can move to it, they're happy. That's really all it comes down to. All of that stuff is for us. You know, it's so that when I'm up there playing and the sound that's coming out of the amp is inspiring me to play. That's really it. You're getting it for yourself. You're not getting it for the audience. There might be maybe the 2 or 3 guitar players there that'll be probably sitting in the back, you know, probably chewing you to bits on your ability, right? But they're the only ones that are going to be listening to tone. They're not going to be sitting there, look, you know. But I was going to say the majority of the crowd is not going to be sitting there going, oh, well, he's not using it. That's not an MXR Phase 90. You know what I mean? He's only using the Joyo. You know, they're not going to hear that. Oh, guaranteed, Rick Heffner. Sure, there's a lot of gems at a lower price point. Yeah, I'm not denying that. You know, I mean, shit, I played a Jackson the other day that was amazing. And it was where was it made? Was it Mexican? And the new 5150 that came out is a Mexican-made guitar, and those things are phenomenal. That's one of the best guitars that I put my hands on at NAMM. At NAMM, man. So you don't have to spend Les Paul money to get a good guitar. That is for sure. I'll be the first to say that. 17 guitars and basses and only 5 were new purchases. There you go. You build yourself. You just, you know, you look for deals. The deals are there. You just got to be patient, you know. My audience consists of 5 cats and my 6-year-old. That's funny, BC Rich. Yeah, Tim Seymour thinks that the Harley Benton headstocks looks better than the Epiphone. I agree, man. You're just background music. It totally, Spencer Cron. That's all you are. Do I have any Fenders? Yes, I do. I have a Strat and I have a Telecaster. And that Strat that I have, I sold a Strat to get that Strat. And the first Strat I bought was way back. The first one I traded in for, I bought that way back in. Holy shit. I had a Strat for about 25 years. And I sold it for the same price I bought it 25 years later. And the only reason why is because for some reason there was a big resurgence. Everybody wanted lace sensor pickup Strats. And I had one. And it's like, yeah, here, take it. And I bought a Strat that I think sounds way better. So there you go. I am definitely the best player in my house, Dale Palmer, because no one else plays. Although if my daughter put her mind to it, she could probably kick my ass in 6 months. An LTD, an ESP, those are really good. The Pete Hickson, those ESP LTDs are good guitars, man. Here's how good they are. Eric was on here earlier. Bruce Kulick, he was playing a gig with Grand Funk, and he was playing an ESP LTD Les Paul. That's what he played that gig with. I know because I played it before he played it at the gig. So there you go. Yeah. Fender Bullet Squire Telecaster. I think that remind me of the Coneheads on SNL. There you go. Got a 99 LTD Les Paul. Love the pickups. Yeah, the LTDs are pretty good. They got the body is a lot thinner, and it's a lot lighter guitar too. So if you're gonna play like for an extended period of time, those guitars are a lot easier on your back for sure. Like this one here, this is probably about 9 pounds, I think. I've never weighed it. Zach Thong is back. Okay, well, Zach, I'm glad you're back, buddy, but I think I've been yakking here long enough. We got 29 of you in here right now. So, folks, thanks so much for popping in here. This was just for shits and giggles. Nothing serious. Hope you had fun hanging out. And, yeah, go check out Johnny Bean. He's on right now. I think he's been on for almost an hour now. So I've been taking time away from Johnny. So go check out Johnny. There's a likelihood that I might be on with Johnny on Sunday. If you guys are around and you want to check that out. And I want to thank you all for the support. Thank you for supporting the channel. Last I looked, I was getting close to 900, so I'm approaching my goal of 1,000. Thanks to all of you, and sharing the channel with other people and the guitar community and letting them know. Holy shit, yeah, Dave R, I'm still here, and I'm shutting her down, buddy. I'm in the midst of shutting her down. Yeah, so yeah, share the channel with your guitar friends and let them know. And yeah, and appreciate it. And again, if you're interested in the merch, it's 10% off until Sunday midnight. The link should be below. If you're not on my Facebook page, check it out. Smoking with Hack, do live streams. I got content there. There's a Guitar Hack group. You can get all that from the Facebook page. Follow me on Instagram. I'm also on Instagram. So all that stuff would be much appreciated. You guys absolutely rock. There's Aaron Songs. Aaron Songs, I was just plugging your channel a minute ago. Folks, Aaron Songs, I was with him this afternoon on his live chat. You guys, you want to see a guy who can really frickin' play guitar, you gotta sub that guy's channel. Aaron Songs is a frickin' monster player, man. Check out Aaron Songs. His link, he's on the screen right now. Click his link. You will not regret it. He's a good dude, and he's a monster player. Click on that link, man. He was playing this afternoon on an acoustic guitar. The guy's just fantastic. He's the real deal. He's not a hack. He's the real deal. Buddy Holly just got here. Oh, man. Sorry, buddy. I'm just shutting her down. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. So we'll see you, if not Sunday night with Johnny Bean, I'll see you Sunday earlier because I'll be doing my after-gig hangout. I second that. Yeah. DR Guitars knows. You're still live. Yeah, but I'm shutting it down. I'll watch the replay. I was just mentioning you earlier, buddy. That's all, Aaron. I was just mentioning you earlier. All right. Everybody have a great night. And, yeah, we'll see you Sunday. All right. Have a great weekend. Cheers.